Welcome to Remotely Dangerous, the remote comedy game show. I'm joined by three special guests today. First off, Katt and ChinMo from the ConQuest podcast.
Hey, what's going on?
And ConQuest All-Star, Jared. And
Hey.
you also have the honor, I guess, of being the first ever returning guest on this show.
Hey, that's awesome. I'm honored.
Thank you all for being here. Katt and Chin, for those who maybe aren't familiar with it, talk a little bit about what your podcast is.
Sure.
Just
So,
do the intro.
so ConQuest is a podcast where ChinMo and I go to different conventions and fan events and talk about our experiences there. We also touch base on some pop culture milestones and big fandoms.
We always have a panel of different guests on, including
Yep.
both of you, as well as many other people. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Very
Yeah, it's always a
casual
blast.
conversation.
And kind of with that in mind, kind of the theme of your show, I wanted to do something today that would feel very ConQuest specific. So today's episode's theme is Saturday morning cartoons.
Nice.
And the first game that we have up is called Saturday Morning Showdown.
Cool.
So I put together a bracket of Saturday morning cartoons, and the three of you are going to go matchup by matchup, voting for your favorites to ultimately decide which of these is the greatest of all time.
Cool.
Awesome.
You guys
It's
are ready?
pretty tough.
The first
Ready.
matchup is Scooby-Doo versus Johnny Quest. I'll say that debate before your vote is welcome and encouraged, and 2 out of 3 votes will be enough for a cartoon to move on.
All right.
I'm all in on Scooby-Doo. I never watched much Johnny Quest, but I
Yes.
love Scooby-Doo, like still to this day.
Yeah, I'm going Scooby as well.
Yeah, I loved Johnny Quest, but I think Scooby's got better longevity.
Yeah, that is pretty unanimous. I never watched the original Johnny Quest show, but did you guys ever watch the updated one that happened a few years ago that was like where they had like VR components to it and stuff?
No, that's pretty
Oh.
cool.
Was it on Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
I saw like a couple episodes.
I do remember that.
I think it was done by the like Ben 10 people. The animation is very similar.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember loving that version, but I never really watched the original.
Yeah, me neither. Scooby-Doo, though, I've watched, I'm going to say, from the original, and at least an episode or two from like every different iteration of it, and Scooby's just great.
Yeah, same here. I think my mom like loved old like 60s television, so we watched like a lot of really old Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. But every time there's a new Scooby-Doo show, I like will actively seek it out to see what it's like.
Yeah, and I think like our group of friends, we're all big on the like kid-friendly horror, like Casper and Haunted Mansion and all that type of stuff, and I feel like that fits in perfectly with that genre too.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I'm pretty sure I saw both Scooby-Doo movies in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I did too.
I've seen them both. I don't definitely didn't see them in theaters, I don't think. Which is surprising because I was very into Sarah Michelle Gellar at the time.
I mean, who wasn't? I'm still very into Sarah Michelle Gellar, so
I'm a Linda Cardellini guy.
yeah, she's great too.
That's true. Her as Velma was
Thanks.
fantastic.
Yeah, she's great.
Who did she play?
Velma.
It's Alma.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean Velma over Daphne for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next up, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe versus the Real Ghostbusters.
I remember the real Ghostbusters more than He-Man,
Same.
especially the Slimer from the Ghostbusters cartoon. So that's my vote.
It's
Yeah, Slimer's iconic.
Sleemer.
Yeah.
Sleeper.
I'm going to go with the real Ghostbusters too. I remember having all like the toys from the cartoon and stuff. So He-Man's cool, but I never really got into it. So I'm going to go with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I love the real Ghostbusters. Do you guys know that the dude that voiced Garfield voiced Venkman in that cartoon? That's
Yeah.
why, like, when Bill Murray played Garfield in the movies, it felt like so perfect.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I never. I watched some He-Man. I watched more of the like reboot show they did, where it was like a futuristic outer space thing. Did you guys ever see that?
I've seen some of that.
No.
It's weird, but I liked it. But I had never watched the classic He-Man show, so Real Ghostbusters is definitely more near and dear to my heart.
The mythology of He-Man seems insane.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
it's absolutely wild. I was reading just in preparation for this, reading the like plot synopsis of that new like sci-fi version of that show that I was just talking about, and it's so insane what happens in episode 1. Like they just all get teleported to the distant future in this like weird planet, and everyone's like, yeah, I guess we'll just go with the flow, and this is our life now. So
Awesome.
so bizarre.
That rules.
How about Voltron versus Thundercats?
I never watched much of either of them, but I think Voltron interests me a little bit more.
Same.
That's
I
probably
would go slightly Thundercats, but I'm not upset with the Voltron movie.
I think, yeah, it sounds like 2 out of 3 for Voltron. So
Yeah.
The new seasons of Voltron on Netflix are supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard they're great.
Oh yeah, that's it's only like a season or 2, right?
Yeah.
We talks about it.
Just the like font on that logo deserves a vote.
I know.
yeah, it's really cool.
Like heavy metal.
This next one, it hurts a little bit, but it seems obvious to me. Spider-Man versus Ninja Turtles.
Is that the 90s Spider-Man cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
such
love
a
that show, but it's no contest. Like Turtles all the way.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. I absolutely love the Spidey 90s cartoon, but Turtles is one of my all-time favorites. I can't say it.
Yeah, Turtles was all I knew for like a long time in my life. It's like I
Yeah.
lived in Turtles' birthdays and just was obsessed.
Yeah. We all know about my love for Raph, so I got to go.
Rules.
TMNT.
Did you guys see the middle-aged Ninja Turtles on
Yes,
SNL
that was
last
so
week?
funny.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
All right, next up is the Jetsons versus the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show.
This
For
is
me, it is tough, but for me, it would be the Jetsons. I think I watched that show more than Charlie Brown only because, like, the Charlie Brown TV specials I'm all about, but I never watched, like, the regular show that much. So I would vote Jetsons.
Yeah, I never really watched the Charlie Brown show. I absolutely love Snoopy and the whole Peanuts gang, but I never really watched the show. So I don't know if I can, that's going to get my vote just because I love Snoopy so much.
I think I'm with you, Jared, where I love the specials and like the movies, but the actual cartoon itself I never watched much. Yeah.
So are you in the Jetsons camp, Kat?
Jetsons, yeah.
Okay. Jetsons moves on. Next up, this one also seems pretty easy. DuckTales versus the Flintstones.
DuckTales, baby.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
the theme song
I mean,
alone.
all due respect to the Flintstones, I think DuckTales are a more, like, I don't know, that sounds a lot more interesting, like, right now to watch.
Yeah.
If you have the new DuckTales, I've seen a handful of the episodes. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Flintstones is probably going to go down as one of the most classic cartoons of all time. But
It's a great show.
if you're asking me what I'd rather watch, it's DuckTales for sure.
Yeah. Even for the theme song alone.
Yeah, that's arguably the best theme song in cartoons.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the video, the Beyonce, all the single ladies synced up to the DuckTales theme song?
No, that's awesome.
It's perfect, and I'll text it to you guys after this.
This is another one that's just is a no-brainer, I think. Batman animated series versus G.I. Joe.
Animated series. All
Yeah,
the way.
all the way. It's
No
like
problem.
in my top 2 favorite TV shows of all time.
It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I did love G.I. Joe growing up, but it's like you said, there's no contest. The Batman animated series is basically a perfect TV show.
Yeah.
Transformers versus X-Men.
I'm gonna go X-Men.
Yeah, same. I love that X-Men cartoon.
That was
Again,
like
theme
my
song
favorite
alone.
show in the 90s. All the toys and stuff, like that was my Saturday morning.
I think I can already predict where this is going.
It's gonna get tough.
Yeah.
I like our first round 2 matchup. It's two kind of spooky themed shows, Spooky Doo and the Real Spooky Doo. That's the name of this episode.
Spooky Dookie Doo.
Um, so it's Scooby Doo versus the Real Ghostbusters.
I would go Scooby Doo on this, even though it's a really tough pick. Like, I love the Ghostbusters so much, and that show rules. But I think like overall production value and quality, like Scooby Doo holds up more.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a lot more Scooby Doo than I have of the old Real Ghostbusters. So that's gonna get my pick.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo for sure.
Are you guys interested in Scoob, the new animated movie?
It looks really cute. I know it's for kids, so I'm sure some of it will be kind of bad, but it looks cute.
I'll
It's
definitely
the first. It's the first movie in the Hanna-Barbera like cinematic universe.
Yeah, they're doing like
Oh,
it's like Scooby Doo, like Captain Caveman, like
Oh,
Dick
interesting.
Dastardly. There's a bunch of them, right?
oh, cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. The trailers didn't do much for me, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And now that the quarantine's out happening and there's like no movies, I said to Melinda, I'm like, I'm sad I can't see Scoob. I just care all of a sudden.
The new comics are supposed to be really good too. They're like updated, so they look very like millennially. Like Shaggy's got the classic cool guy haircut right now, where it's like shaved on the sides and like flopped
pretty cool.
over, and he's got like a full sleeve and everything. But they're supposed to be a little like darker and more for like an adult audience that was raised on Scooby-Doo.
They
That
do a
sounds
lot
awesome.
of crazy stuff with Scooby Doo in the comics. They have a Scooby Doo versus the Apocalypse series, which is actually amazing.
Yeah, there was a novel like a year or two ago called Meddling Kids that has been like circling my Amazon cart for a while. That's about like a Scooby-Doo type gang grown up, like facing more serious problems.
That's a great name for a book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be really good.
This is a knockout, right? Voltron versus Ninja Turtles. It's got to be Turtles.
Yeah,
100%.
Turtles all the way.
Yeah.
All right. Second half of round 2 here: Jetsons versus DuckTales. I feel like it only gets easier from here.
DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales. Yeah.
Agreed.
This
DuckTales.
one's tough. This next one's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's also clear.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as it pains me to eliminate the X-Men because it's like one of my all-time favorites, it's Batman.
Yeah.
Have you been watching X-Men on Disney Plus, Chin?
I have, yeah. Just
Yeah, I'll go back too.
between the theme song and then just when I think of X-Men, like they're some of my favorite like comic and superhero properties, but I always think of the 90s X-Men.
Yeah.
Same. That theme song rules. I hope whenever the MCU gets X-Men, they incorporate that theme song.
Oh, yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah, I love both shows a lot, but I think X-Men doesn't hold up as well rewatching as an adult. The
Agreed.
Batman animated series absolutely does.
Yeah.
X-Men like adapted the comics super faithfully and like went through so many crazy storylines, but I feel like production value, art, like voice cast, like music, everything is stronger in Batman.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They actually have a continuation of it in the comics coming up. Whenever
Yeah,
comics start
Yep.
getting made again, I'm pretty excited for it.
But I do think maybe the X-Men cartoon is maybe my favorite iteration of X-Men.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
in terms of which show is better or what I'd rather go back to, I'm going animated
For
series.
sure.
That's
like-
what I've been like hoping every movie is like.
Yeah.
Like the
same.
90s X-Men. Like
Yeah.
that's like the exact team I want. I want those costumes.
There's a
Mhm.
line in like the first X-Men movie with Hugh Jackman where they're wearing their like, I don't know, they're like bomber jacket type suits. And someone's like, "What were you expecting? Yellow spandex?" And I was like, "Yes, just give me the show that everyone loves."
Yeah, exactly.
They hint at it once in like the Wolverine movie, and that's like a deleted scene where he opens a chest and it's like his yellow, like kind of like the brownish suit, and it's like, just once, put it on.
The MCU will give us that, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
It'll fit in. I feel like they're much more colorful in the cartoon than they are in any of the movies.
Yeah.
I feel
Mm.
like the Avengers movies did a great job of showing you that you can have like super fun, colorful comic book characters and still have it feel like a serious action movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
All right, Scooby-Doo versus Ninja Turtles. Again, not really a contest here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Turtles.
False.
I mean, Scooby Doo is great, and I love a good mystery, but Turtles all the way.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, and DuckTales versus Batman, the animated series.
Batman.
Man.
Yeah, Bats. Yeah.
Gotta be.
This is exactly the final two that I was predicting.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans.
This to me is like X-Men versus Batman, where it sucks, but it's clear.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I completely agree. I absolutely love the Turtles, and like the reason I love the Turtles so much is from that show. But going back, similar to X-Men, not a lot of it kind of holds up to where Batman is still one of the best shows ever.
Is there any better feeling than that like 90s like Ninja Turtle vibe of like when you were a kid and it was like party and pizza and like cowabunga? Like,
Yeah, it's just a constant sleepover.
yeah, it really is. Like, I feel like so many good vibes that affected me at a very like formative age are from Turtles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, the multimedia aspect of it too, where there were like video games and movies and the cartoon and action.
Toys.
Like there were just like years where Ninja Turtles like dominated my life. You know, it was
Yeah.
like all the pop culture I consumed.
Same here. Like cereal, like just everything. Like
Turtle
just
Mania, man.
Turtles. What'd you say, Chin?
Turtle Mania. It was everywhere, and I'm very happy that this is a franchise that, even now, granted, the last two movies weren't the best, but they're still around. They're still doing awesome stuff.
Yeah, those video games hold up, and the first movie is like so much better than you probably remember it. I don't know last time you guys watched it, but it rules.
Last week.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I feel like the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movies are basically exactly what we were just talking about with X-Men, where it's like, please just give us the movie version of the show we all love. And then they did it and we were like, but not like this.
Not bad. I saw that first Michael Bay movie. It was bad. I never even saw the second one.
The second one it's a little bit better than the first one. Like it's in the live action Bebop and Rocksteady are cool, but they're not great movies.
Sad as it is, it's clear, right? It's Batman animated
It's Batman.
series.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, and that is the Saturday morning showdown.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that
a
was awesome.
game that we're calling Mask Me Another. So let's meet our meddling kids here. We got Greg and Wilma, of course, and then the fan favorites, Saggy and Sloob. You all have been tasked with unmasking a series of classic Saturday morning cartoon villains.
Okay.
I'm going to give you clues for each one to help you guess the identity of that villain. And if you guess it right, we'll unmask them. All right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for your first one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So your first villain is a classic mustache twirling style villain with a penchant for racing vehicles.
Snidely Whiplash.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
From Wacky Racers, and is that what his name is?
Snidely Whiplash is Rocky and Bullwinkle, maybe? No, I don't know which one that is. But with the twirly mustache.
Yeah.
But it is from Wacky Racers. I think you're right, Kat, but I don't remember that guy's name.
Is it like Dick Dastardly or something like that?
That's
Oh.
right. It is Dick
Yeah,
Dastardly.
he's got a pretty big mustache.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Britney Spears hat too.
This next
he's driven
villain
crazy.
is the arch enemy of his own nephew.
Hmm.
I've got another hint on this one if you guys need it.
Gadget wasn't Claw's nephew, right? Inspector Gadget.
That's what came to mind too, but I think because Penny is his niece, I thought that.
Yeah. What's the second clue?
Second clue is he's a sorcerer with a magical weapon called the Havoc Staff.
Is it Skeletor?
Skeletor, is it?
Let's
That'd be
see.
Penny's.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's awesome. He's He-Man's uncle.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Until
Yeah, I did not know that.
Man, that's like a Luke, I am your father reveal for me.
Same.
doesn't hit as hard. He-Man, I am your uncle. Next up, this villain is an evil sorcerer who wants to turn his enemies into gold.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Hmm.
I can give you your second clue if you need it.
Turn enemies into gold.
I wanted to say like his name's like King Midas or something, but that's probably not it.
Is it from
No.
DuckTales or something? When I think gold in a cartoon, I think DuckTales.
I like where your head's at. It's not from DuckTales, no.
Hmm.
It's comparable show, like tone-wise, I guess. I'll give you your second clue. This character is from a cartoon based on a Belgian comic strip.
Oh shit.
Oh, Gargamel.
Yeah, from Smurfs.
Yep, it's Gargamel.
Oh, cool. I didn't know the Smurfs were Belgian.
Yeah, the Smurfs and Tintin.
Cool.
Ken and I went to the museum of, what is it, like Belgian cartoons, basically?
Yeah, I think it's like the Museum of Original Figures or something like that.
Oh, yeah. So it's like a figurines based on the cartoons, but they had like whole sections dedicated to Tintin and the Smurfs. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
This next villain is a left-handed shogun.
Ooh. So something with samurais.
Is it someone from like Samurai Jack or something?
It's not, no.
Left
I'll give you your second clue. That's a tough one. It's from a cartoon created by Kevin Eastman.
Is it the Shredder?
Let's see, is it the Shredder?
Damn.
It is, yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't know he was left-handed either, but
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
this is him at his day job.
In the
Oh,
old
okay.
cartoon, they do an episode where Casey Jones has to infiltrate like a corporate office, and he wears his hockey mask in, and it's one of my favorite jokes.
That's awesome.
Sloop's tongue is just
It's heavy.
wild.
Yeah, he's working overtime right now.
Thirsty. Next up, this villain was born Max Eisenhart.
Oh, it's Magneto.
Yeah.
That one I know.
Let's see, is it Magneto? It's Magneto, baby.
Yeah.
There he
Oh,
is.
he
He
looks
looks
so
so
grumpy.
upset.
Yeah, very grumpy.
All right, next up, this villain is a megalomaniac loosely inspired by conservative commentator William F. Buckley. The creator said he envisioned this character as someone who liked to hear himself talk.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Is it Cobra Commander?
That's a good guess. Let's see. It's Cobra.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow, what a good guess, Chin.
Yeah,
I
that's
just know I only watched a little bit of G.I. Joe, but from what I remember, I just remember him talking with that silly high-pitched voice all the time.
All right. Next up, this villain was a well-respected nuclear physicist before turning to crime.
Is it Dr. Octopus?
It's a good guess. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's Elton John. In this cartoon, Doc Ock is so Elton John.
He
Yeah.
looks so goofy, yeah.
Uh,
He just needs a haircut like crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, the concept of that, like, yeah, 4 robotic arms and a bowl cut.
Because you know how all octopuses have bowl cuts?
I like
Yes,
the bowl
One
cut.
mechanical arm putting a bowl in his head and one has a scissor.
I like to think that the bowl cut is the last part of the pitch where they're like, so he's a physicist. He has this sick, like, robotic suit that gives him extra arms and
Yeah.
Got a bowl.
got a bowl cut.
I think the bowl cut is attached to the goggles, and they just go on as one piece.
Yeah, it's a disguise.
Like those Groucho Marx glasses with the nose of the mustache.
I would love that.
All right, our next villain is usually portrayed as either a British gangster or a grotesque fiend.
The penguin?
Nice.
It's the Penguin.
Yeah.
There he is.
I
That's
like
the
how
one that kind of looks like him with the mascot off, with the the suit and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like how both the mask and his head are both like turned that way. Very, very nice work.
All right, our last one here. This villain, now known by another name, was originally named Galen, an explorer from the planet Ta'a.
Galen. Sounds like something out of Voltron, but
If you need the second hint, I'll give it to you.
Is it Krang?
No, that's a good guess, though. He eats planets, and his herald is the Silver Surfer.
Galactus. Yeah.
There he is. Cool.
And
He's
that
sick.
is Mask Me Another.
That was so good.
I hope that.
Is one of the most deranged games I've ever come up with. It's called Serial Killer.
Oh my god.
These two pesky cereal mascots keep breaking into people's houses and stealing their cereal, so you've been hired to hunt them down, dead or alive.
Awesome.
Here's how this game works. On your turn, you get to try to pick a potential hiding spot that these mascots might be hiding in. If you guess correctly, they'll appear and you get to eliminate them. But
Okay.
some of the hiding spots have bundles of dynamite in them.
Oh no.
If you blow up 2 bundles of dynamite before you've eliminated both of the mascots, you'll burn down the house and lose the game.
Oh, no.
This is like my Saturday morning come to life. This is horrible. Oh.
All right, let's see. Kat, you get to go first. Where do you want to check first?
Let's check the fridge.
Yeah, they're going after the milk for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, cereal without milk.
They're in the fridge here. Oh,
no.
No.
one of the dynamites. Chin, you're up next. Oh, I should orient you to this a little bit. You can check the fridge, the oven, the microwave, either cabinet, the window, the dishwasher, or behind the cereal box.
I was going to say behind the cereal box an option because that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, let's try that.
Ah,
Oh, no.
We
You guys-
blew up the house.
we've got a few more rounds of this one, though, so it's all
We
right.
need the insurance money.
Jared, where do you want to check?
Let's check the microwave.
Okay. Show me a microwave. Nope, nothing in the microwave.
All right, phew.
Okay.
No dynamite though.
Back to you, Kat.
Let's check the oven.
All right, let's check the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's fuck this guy up.
Yeah, kill him. Stupid rabbit.
Yeah.
All right. One more mascot to go. Who was that? Chin.
I'm going to go with the window.
Let's check the window.
Had a good feeling.
Yeah, I like it.
Nope.
No.
Your first dynamite of the round.
Ooh.
Jared,
Let's check the fridge.
let's check the fridge. Fridge, Cat.
Bottom cabinet. Hmm.
Oh, man, I'm going to blow us up again.
Yeah, it's getting tense.
You know what? It failed me last time. I'm going to try cereal box again.
Good choice.
Hell yeah.
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 They're both eliminated.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys want to try one more round? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, I think you're up next.
Let's check the fridge again.
Okay. No, Kat.
Still empty.
Let's check the top cabinet.
No. Chin.
I'm gonna go dishwasher.
All right. Not a bad guess.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
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 Shit.
I like how they
Blood
completely
everywhere.
disintegrate.
Yeah.
Jared.
Let's go microwave again.
Oh,
No.
right. Kat.
Let's check the window.
Good call.
All right. Is he in the window? He
Nice.
is.
Yeah. Whew, close one. Sick
So-
bastards put dynamite in the microwave.
Yeah, right.
Let's do one more and then we'll move on. Chin.
I'm gonna go with the oven. Off to a horrible start.
No.
Oh.
Jared.
I'm gonna keep the streak going and check the fridge again.
It's got to happen sooner or later, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Kat.
Let's go bottom cabinet.
Good feeling.
Oh no.
And scary when we find one dynamite.
I know. I'm so nervous to pick one. Let's go top cabinet.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, this is nerve wracking.
I don't know which ones of these are which, so I'm like getting surprised by these two.
Let's try the microwave again.
He's so
Nice. He's a little.
All right. It is now time for our role-playing segment. Guys, this is
Yes.
why we're all here. I got a theme song ready for you.
Is Mangoose the villain?
That was awesome.
He's part
I love
man,
it.
part
Tim, did you
monster.
pitch this idea as a tour line one time?
Well, we talked about this on an episode of ConQuest.
I think it was on Ninja Turtles episode.
episode.
Yeah, it was on the Ninja Turtles episode. This was my concept for like a multimedia kids show and action figures line. This is the evil man-goose, part man, part mongoose. ChinMo, you're up first. You are playing as Squeeze, the python that squeezes his prey and his triggers. Your options are you can either shoot him with your arm cannon or your minigun. The minigun does more damage, but you have to roll higher to hit it.
Oh, okay, I got you. You know what? Let's arm cannon this.
Okay. Let's try him with the arm cannon. The safe route here.
Be a little explosive up front.
Nice.
13, so that hits.
Nice.
All right, next up is Kat. Kat, you were playing as Mamba, so you can either hit him with a fireball or a blowtorch. Same kind of trade-off here. The blowtorch does more damage, but it's a riskier move. It's harder to execute.
I'm feeling good. Let's go for blowtorch.
All right, let's try the blowtorch.
Yeah. Come
I
on.
want to see this blowtorch happen so bad.
No.
Gonna be good enough, unfortunately. Jared, you get to play as Rex, the leader of the group.
The cigar.
With a cigar.
Your options
That's so
are
sick.
either you can hit him with a rocket, or a laser cannon?
Let's try the laser cannon. That damage is so high, it's worth it.
Not gonna
so
do it,
close.
unfortunately.
So close.
It is now Mangoose's turn.
Oh, no.
And remember, he gets 2 turns because there's 3 of you against him. So first he's going to try to hit you with his rocket arm, and that's going to hit. So he hits you for 18 damage. Next up, he's going to try to hit you with his radiation ray. That's not going to be successful.
Cool.
Yeah, thank God.
Back to you, Squeeze. What do you want to do? Arm cannon or minigun?
You know what? It did damage last time. Let's do the arm cannon again.
Here we go. That's a nat 20, so you actually hit
Oh,
a double attack,
Cool.
dealing 42 damage.
Now we're talking.
sweet.
Nice.
Nice job, Squeeze.
Mamba, back to you. Fireball or blowtorch?
Let's go Fireball.
Okay. Fireball is successful.
Fur is so flammable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you deal 14 damage to him, so he's now at 68 damage.
We're getting them down there.
See,
All right, back to Rex here. Laser
All right.
cannon or rocket?
I need to see laser cannon happen, so I'm gonna roll for it again.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
gonna hit this.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Take that, Mangoose.
It looks so sick with the cigar too. Just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just smoking a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
not worried about it.
no. You know that he's the cool and rude one.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
He's at 113 damage right now out of 150, so you guys are pretty close to finishing him off. But now it's back to him. He's going to try to hit you with his rocket fist again. That's going to land. So he's going to try to hit you with radiation ray.
Oh, no.
Damn.
No.
Oh, it looks so cool though.
Yeah, it does look cool.
All right. So he's now hit you for 81 damage. You guys have 19 hit points left, so try to make your next turns count. Back to Squeeze. Arm cannon or minigun?
You know what? It's worked so far. I gotta see it. Let's go minigun. Let's stick with the arm cannon, but I want to try the minigun. Damn. Should have went with the arm cannon again.
Mamba, back to you.
I think I gotta go big. Let's go blowtorch.
All right, let's try the blowtorch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Scorpion move. That's awesome.
That rolls.
And that's going to be enough to finish him off, so let's see what happens to Mangoose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, right to the toxic waste.
Ooh.
Oh, man, he's going to look so sick when he comes back eventually.
All mutated.
Yep. We did it, guys.
Yeah. Good job, team.
Woo. Thanks, Cheryl Ann Martin.
Larry Hubbs.
Without her. So.
Of course, Harry Cremadius.
Who can forget Sean Menzies?
Josh Lusby.
Andy Walcott.
His
Or
music.
Doug Meerdink.
I just have a couple of things to plug for you guys. Not for you, but for anybody watching. I am on Twitter at Overweight Champ. You can follow me there. You can check out our Facebook page at this link here. We'd love to hear what you think about the show. What are your favorite games? What should we be doing more of? We're always trying to evolve and make this more fun to watch. And then lastly, check out our website, wasted-minds.com. We've got links to all of our shows there, all of our podcasts, Rhythm and Brews, ConQuest. The four of us did a Star Wars rewatch podcast together. That is linked there as well. It's called Same Old Hope. You can also link to all of the full episodes that we have posted for this show. You can also buy copies of Drinking Buddies, a thinking game for drinking people. It's a fun little party game. So pick that up if you are so inclined. And I think that's going to do it for me. You guys have anything to plug for yourselves?
Just to give another ConQuest plug, we're ConQuest Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To go on theme, Jared joined us for the Batman animated series episode of ConQuest, which was a lot of fun. Jared and Tim are also on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode, which was a lot of fun.
You can get the whole pitch for Battle Snakes because after seeing
that's funny. Like we all did episodes of our top 2 bracket contenders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So those are definitely 2 gems to check out.
My friend told me that Batman animated series episode is one of the best episodes of a podcast he's ever heard.
That's awesome.
It's high praise.
So cool.
Yep.
It's a great episode. Actually, I don't think I was on that episode now that I think about it. It was so good I felt like I was there. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. And to everybody watching, we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for having me.